IF Warriors. In this video, we're going to explain human growth hormone while fasting. What is up, guys? It's your boy Edward V, ready to give you another video. This time we're going to go ahead and break down human growth hormone just a little bit more so everyone can get more of an idea of what is exactly happening with your body when you are fasting and how that relates to your muscles and how that intersects with your body fat release. So your body has to have energy from some source. It must recover energy from somewhere when you're not eating. That doesn't mean that it is going to kill you and it is going to eat your organs. Your organs is literally the last thing to go when you are at 0% body fat. Then your muscles get attacked and then your organs start to get attacked. That's how your body works. So you will never get to your organs because you will probably be already in your deathbed by the time you get to your muscles. And yeah, 0% body fat, you'll probably just die from some type of a sickness or something like that. So why does your HGH go up? Your HGH goes up to protect your muscle tissues. But what is happening exactly is the reason it's going up is because your body's detecting that you're not eating. When your body detects that you're not eating, it shoots your HGH up to ensure that your muscles remain intact. When that happens, your body fat storage and your glycerol is released. So it then metabolizes that body fat and glycerol as energy. So your body acts as like a efficient tool and a very efficient tool and starts shifting things around in your body when you haven't eaten for more than 6 hours. And this increase can go from up to 1,500 up to 3,000%, considering the biology of the person. And if the person has certain, sicknesses or whatever, the range is from like 1,500 to about 3,000% increase in your HGH. So that is how the human growth hormone works and why your muscles are actually protected. Now, I told you that there is a time where it finally tapers off. Your body starts to say, okay, we're not gonna increase anymore. We're just gonna stop. We're gonna, peak right here. We're gonna stay in this area. We might go back down slowly, but that time happens at 48 hours. So you have that 48-hour threshold grace period to be efficient with your fasting. And this allows you to protect your muscles and burn the fat. And that's exactly what happens. It's the most efficient thing that your body can do. It starts to metabolize the body fat that you have in your body whilst still protecting your muscles. You can't get a better deal than that. You really cannot get a better deal than that. That's probably one of the best things, and one of the most misinterpreted, well, not misinterpreted, but very misinformed aspect of intermittent fasting. A lot of people like to say, hey, one thing that you don't want to do intermittent fasting for is muscle. You know that you're not going to be building muscle because you're fasting throughout that whole time. Well, guess what? Your HGH actually goes up, doesn't go down. If it went down, that would be in line with what you're talking about, but it goes up because your body is very intelligent. Your body's system has been evolved over years, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. The people that were not able to do this died off. The people that were able to do this continue to live and continue to reproduce. That's how evolution works. The people that cannot do this task, where their body cannot do this, they start to die off because they cannot survive in their environment. The ones that can do it continue to mate, reproduce, move on, have children. Their children can do it. That it gets more potent. It's within everyone. So that is why That is why we have that trait, because you had no choice but to fast. So the HGH had no choice but to increase. And if it didn't, you died. And if you died, you didn't add your gene pool into the evolutionary timeline. So that's, you were more likely to survive if you had these skills, thus creating that evolution over time. So that is why HGH increases. Remember, it increases up until 3,000%, but it does like around 1,500 to about 3,000% increase. And this happens for everybody. When you fast, your body goes into that turnaround mode. It says, oh, he's fasting, we need the glycerol, we need the body fat, we're gonna metabolize that, use that as the energy, release that, and he will be fueled. That's why a lot of people, when they first start doing intermittent fasting, they're like, wait a second, why the heck do I have all this energy? That's kind of weird. I just like did my reps with no problem. I thought I was gonna have a problem. The only people that do have a problem are the ones that let the whole concept of, if you don't eat all the time, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna actually take them down. It actually takes them down. It's like a placebo effect. It creates a placebo effect, and then they get dizzy, they get tired, they don't know what they're doing, they have no energy. But in reality, I have way more energy when I don't eat. I almost sometimes don't even want to eat. I just eat because I know I have to eat, or I won't be, I won't be putting in nutrients or anything in my body. So I know that I have to eventually break my fast. But just the focus and just the energy and the strength that I get from fasting is so, great. I like that feeling. I like to stay in that feeling. But yes, of course, you got to eat. And then, of course, after 48 hours, all of that's going to peak anyways. So it's not beneficial. You want to be in that grace period. Remember, after 6 hours, you start attacking that body fat, the glycerol, HGH increases. But after 48 hours, all of that starts to go a little bit downhill in a slower pace, but still goes downhill. So it's best to, of course, do it before 48 hours. And like I said before, none of the strategies that we have at our disposal right now even ask you to go above 24 hours. So this is to break it down just a little bit more so you understand HGH, what's being taken for energy, why your body's deciding to increase your muscles, your human growth hormone to protect your muscles, and why you will not have any muscle loss just because you're doing intermittent fasting. And I told you this before in another video as well. I actually measured my body fat via body fat calipers and also using the scale. And during an 8-month span, I was able to retain, while cutting, I was able to retain about 97% of all my muscle tissue. Now that is an unprecedented number, considering that I was cutting and calories come off of not just your body fat, but it also comes off of your muscles, and I was fasting. So don't let these people trick you thinking that you cannot fast and do this. You could probably fast and have a better system for it. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you need any other questions to any other videos that I've had in the past, I have one here, I have one right here. And please subscribe. I'll gladly appreciate it. We hit that 3,000 mark. Thank you very much. Have a good one, IF Warriors. See you next week. The eating disorder situation. And now, a lot of people, the top thing that they have now where they think it's untouchable and undebunkable is protein synthesis. And what protein synthesis died off. So this is something that needed to happen. And we still carry those traits with us. We still carry those evolutionary traits. So work out fasted. Don't worry about what these fitness promoters are telling you.